Hey, what's up everybody? Monty here. Today's video, I just wanted to go over the 3080. There's been a lot of crazy stuff happening in the past couple days. 3080 came out. That was the benchmarks came out. A flood of those. Watched all of those videos. I'm surprised by the performance. I am seeing, I don't know, 20, 30 frames maybe on some games increase over my 2080 Ti. So that's pretty neat. I was seeing some articles on the scalping on eBay, and I was looking at the graphics cards that are 60 something thousand, $80,000, which is just totally fake, right? So the bots are just going crazy right now, and yeah, it's been really fun to watch. It's just hilarious, really. These people really can't think that they're going to get $60,000, $80,000 for a graphics card, right? Especially if 3090. So look at the shit show release of a 3080, right? So you've seen it. Each Micro Center they said had about 10 or 12 cards, to be expected, I guess, on launch day. But for them to hype it up this much and they don't have any cards to pretty much show for it, that is really crazy. So yeah, just my take on it. I didn't sell my 2080 Ti. I decided to just keep it, just because the gains are really to be seen in 4K, in my opinion. I wouldn't mind 30 more frames per second, average 20, whatever, but it's just a lot of money to drop on such a small improvement at my resolution. I even had thoughts of getting rid of this monitor and buying the LG CX OLED 48 inch. Now that does 4K, 120 hertz, I believe HDR as well. I'll post it up right here. I could have got that instead of this, but I want an ultra wide, and since I have an ultra wide now, I mean, I don't think I could really go to anything else, but just I can get a 3080 and I can get a CX OLED 48 inch. Which is just like completely overkill, right? It's just like so stupid just to do that. Or just I'll probably just keep what I got, honestly, because I don't have to spend any more money. I ain't got no more credit card debt, no more nothing. So I think that I'm going to just hold off right now. 3080 Ti, I'm sure they'll announce it in the next couple months. I'm not really rushed to go buy something. And really, even if I was to say I want to buy a 3080, where the heck am I going to buy one anyways? Best Buy sold out, Adorama, B&H, pretty much any website you can think of, online, offline stores, they're all sold out. So with each store, really, from what I was seeing, Micro Center only had 10 or 12. Like, that's really not, I don't know, that's just not that much, right? So I think it was a lot of hype, and I want to say I feel bad for the people that sold their 2080 Ti's, but at the same time I don't feel bad because that's on them. I would probably never sell my graphics card unless I had one to replace it, like once I pull that one out. So kind of my thoughts on it, and it's been really funny just watching the everybody going nuts about the 3080 right now. So I was talking in a previous video about overclocking my graphics card, right? So I downloaded EVGA Precision. I haven't really messed with it in a while. I used to actually use Afterburner years ago. Anyway, so I downloaded EVGA Precision, and I was able to get 150 core clock added. So now I'm boosting about 2,000 to 2,100 on my EVGA Black Edition. I also added 750 megahertz to the memory as well. So that's about an average overclock I've seen online without really pushing it too far. Temperatures are still the same. That's what's so strange about it. Like, you might add a couple, 2 or 3 Celsius more to like overall. So not really that big of a hit. And I did test before and after frames per second. I used I have a superposition benchmark, a heaven benchmark. I tried both of those. I'm also testing like in-game benchmarks as well, Tomb Raider, and it looks like I'm gaining about 10-15 frames per second by overclocking. So definitely worth it. And now I feel like a lot better about not upgrading to 3080. It's because the FPS difference and the cost difference, like, I'm getting the same shit essentially, right? I'm still able to get a lot of frames per second, and this kind of helps out getting this extra 10 or 15 frames per second. It's because now it kind of smooths out any kind of dips I might have. I mean, it gives it like a 10-15 FPS cushion, so that's good. Since I did that, I mean, that was really simple. I just looked online, looked on YouTube and Google, and seen what others were able to achieve with it. I kind of just set it, and that's kind of it. I played a bunch of games on it. It's working just fine for me. Obviously, if I have some crashes or something, I'll dial it back a little bit. So far, I haven't really had any problems with it. Temperatures have been great as well. So it's just, yeah, I just can't believe I didn't do this, a year ago whenever I got this graphics card, but, not worried about it. I'm not going to stress it. So now I'm able to get a little bit more performance out of it, and I am not, like I said, mad about the price at all. It's already paid for, it's done. You know, as far as 3080, I wouldn't mind having a 3080, but I don't want to pay the $700 just for that performance whenever I know 3090 is coming out next week for benchmarks, hopefully. And I want to see what that has, and I'm not going to buy a 3090. That's just kind of completely overkill for what I'm doing, because I'm already pretty much at the top, right? I'm sure a lot of people watching this video, and just based on the Steam survey and a lot of things, a lot of people don't have a 2080 Ti or a 3080 or whatever it is, right? Because it's expensive, right? A lot of people don't have disposable incomes. They can't just go out and just go buy, drop all that money. I get that. I mean, I was at that. I mean, I used to be in the trailer park, right? So I know, being cheap, and still being able to game, right? So, yeah, going from a 2080 Ti to a 3080, you get the boost, but I don't think it's worth the money. So I'm holding off on that. I'm gonna just keep it cool with my overclock, and yeah, just keep gaming, right? So with what I have now, my 10900K should be good enough for the 3080 Ti should whenever that comes out. Just based on the testing and the benchmarks everybody's talking about online, it doesn't seem like the 10900K is going to bottleneck it. And then I'm at 5.2 anyway, so it shouldn't, but there is that. So yeah, it's been a crazy past couple days. I don't know how much of you guys are interested in other topics besides PC gaming. There's lots of Apple stuff to talk about. There's a new GoPro that just came out. New Sony camera just came out. Like this month is just this month has been crazy, right? So like new stuff, it seems like every single day, right? So the 3080 eBay scalpers, that's really funny. And I'm gonna have a video playing here for you as well. I think it's all bullshit. I don't think anybody's gonna buy those graphics cards. There ain't a chance in hell. 3080, I wouldn't even pay more than $1,000, and I wouldn't even pay that if I had money to burn. Sure, but yeah, it's all bullshit. So you guys will see inside the see on eBay all of those. Like it's just not worth the money. So it's all fluff. Everything's so hyped up right now. Everything is just so magnified. It's just crazy. But yeah, as long as you're able to see past that, like I said, 3080, you can probably buy one probably a month from now or 2 months. You should be able to buy one somewhere, either buying it online once they come in stock or a Micro Center or something, Best Buy. So I'm not really worried about it. I could go get a 3080. Like I said, I'm 5 minutes from a Best Buy, or 5 minutes from a Best Buy and 5 minutes from a Micro Center. I meant to say Micro Center. So I'm super close. I can go talk to one of those guys back there. I'm not really too concerned about it. Slip them a 20 or a 50 and have them hold a card for me, whatever. If I really want a 3080, I was thinking, because I bought a warranty exchange for this. So if I have any problems with this, I could just take it back and they'll give me a gift card, right? So I could do that and get an LG CX OLED. So that's an option. Yeah, right now I'm kind of just chilling with what I got. And I'm content with it. I'm okay with it. A lot of people, I know a lot of people watching this video probably don't have a setup like this, and they think it's foolish because they see me wanting a 3080 or an LG OLED or something. Whenever you get to this point, and if you have money you want to spend on, because this is my hobby, this is what I like to do, then you'll want to spend more money on it, right? That's kind of anybody buying camera gear, anybody buying car parts, they go hunting, fishing, whatever. They spend money on their hobbies, right? So it's a little bit more expensive of a hobby, but if I want to upgrade to 3080 and LG OLED CX 48-inch, it's possible. It'd probably take a couple months probably, just to get the funds set up, but I don't know. All for what, realistically? What would I get? 4K 120? I mean, I'm already at 1440p 120 for the most part, so I don't know. I use a 5K iMac all day, so to me, like, I don't miss the 4K, if that makes sense, right? So it's not. I have a 4K TV, a 65-inch Samsung. I just bought, and like the 4K is nice, but I guess what I'm saying is that a lot of horsepower to run it, a lot of heat, and I'm looking at my setup as being just a little bit more efficient. But with a 3080, that seems to be rocking it. But like I said, I already have a nice setup. No point to upgrade, really, and just kind of waiting, because 1440p numbers and 1080p numbers, there's not really that big of an increase. And that's why it's like if you already have the top from the last generation, and realistically, I'm already getting over 120 frames per second, then upgrading to 3080 just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Unless I go 4K. If I go 4K, it's just crazy how much frames per second they're getting. That is just nuts. So that would be an option, but with what I have now, I'm content with it right now. And like I said, the scalpers on eBay, the whole thing's it's a shit show. It's a joke. Nobody's gonna buy that shit. There's no way. So yeah, I'm gonna wait out for the 3080 Ti. That's what I'm gonna buy. I'm not really in a rush. And yeah, I'll go ahead and show you guys the overclock real quick. I just went ahead and downloaded EVGA Precision. I can pull it up. And you guys could probably literally do the same exact settings. I just went ahead and saved it. I'll go ahead and show you. Alright, I got it saved as profile 0, so 150 on the core clock, as you can see, 750 on the memory. So, and I have the power target all the way up as high as it'll go. Looks like 25%. So, yeah, the computer does not get hot at all with this on. And I even look here in the hardware monitor that's inside Precision, inside the app. And like I said, I'll get the boost clock of 2000 between that and 2100 is what it'll kind of fluctuate at. So, not a bad overclock for free, right? Just literally going on YouTube, going on Google, finding what other people are using, trying it out. If it works for me, great. If not, I'll dial it back a little bit. It's okay. Now I know my Black Edition, my $1,000 graphics card has not been good enough versus like the For the Win and the Kingpin and all that. That's okay. Still good enough. It's still fast. So that's kind of what I did. Like I said, a little overclock. Very, very simple. Really download an app. You go on YouTube, see what other people's settings are, set them to that, try it, play some games, and see what works for you, right? So that's working for me. And that didn't really take that long at all to do, right? Really, really simple. If you guys are interested in Apple news, just drop the comments in the down below. Like I said, I work with a lot of Apple every day, and I watch the keynotes, I watch the live events they just had. Lots of things coming out, right? So I like GoPros. I have a Hero 8. Actually, I bought probably 6 months back, and they just came out with a really nice GoPro Hero 9. That's a 5K one, so that's pretty cool. Made them a little bit bigger. I don't know if you guys have AirPods or not, AirPods Pro. They just came out with an update on the iOS 14 on the phone that supports what's called spatial audio. That is really trippy. Try that out if you guys have AirPods Pro and an iPhone. I think an iPhone that was released probably in the last 2 years probably. But I tried it. It is crazy how it sounds. Also, I think they're adding 4K YouTube to the Apple TV. That was added as well. So if you're into that, yeah, we're just waiting for YouTube to update their app on the Apple TV, and we should have 4K YouTube, which I'm really looking forward to. It's because out of all the media devices I've had, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I'm kind of rambling now, and let me know if you guys are interested in any kind of other videos, like any Apple-related videos, Apple-related news, any kind of other tech-related news as well. I do PC game, that's my hobby, but also my hobby is Apple stuff. Hobby is electronics, cameras, those kind of things. So if you guys want to see any of that stuff, just go ahead and drop them down in the comment section below. I also have, I just got my camera back not too long ago. It's an A6600 by Sony. It's an APS-C mirrorless, and I got about 3 lenses with it right now: Sigma 16, Sigma 30, and a Sony 18-105. So pretty awesome camera. If you guys want to see anything about the camera, just drop them down in the comment section below. What else can I share with you guys? Yeah, just got into photography and videography probably about 2 years ago, right? So don't have a full frame or anything. I would love a full frame, but it's kind of far out of the budget at this point. And it's funny because I'm speaking that. It's because I spent all my money on this damn thing back here. So if you guys want to see any other kind of tech-related videos, any kind of other electronics, anything that I kind of mentioned already, just drop them down in the comment section below. I'm just looking for new video ideas, right? So there's only so much I could talk about my computer, and that's kind of, kind of the same shit, right? So, so yeah. If you guys have any questions for me, drop them down in the comment section down below. If you guys would please subscribe, trying to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark by the end of the year. Also, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you thought it was informative. If you have any video suggestions for me, drop them down below as well. Any questions about any kind of electronics or technology, drop them down in the comment section down below. I'll go ahead and reply to you. I'm pretty good about replying. Also, I'll put my Discord name down in the video description as well if you want to chat with me as well. Have any questions or whatnot, or any video ideas, just drop them down below. Otherwise, I appreciate you guys watching these videos. I love talking with all of you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.